It all started when I was 16 years old and I got laughed at for having a big butt and wide hips. At that time, I think I was a healthy weight for my shape and size, but because of these nasty comments, judgments, and comparison, I started to believe that I had to lose weight. And being a teenager, I had no idea how my drastic actions will affect my life for the next 20 years. By strict dieting, I have developed anorexia and I lost 10 kilos from my healthy weight, and then when I couldn't restrict myself anymore, I started to binge and I gained 20 kilos back. Hi, my name is Lucia Veracruz, and in today's training video I wanted to share with you how I stopped binge eating. And just like I have mentioned in my previous training videos, the first step that has helped me stop binge eating was to stop dieting once and for all. Dieting has a 95% failure rate, and most people who diet and lose weight end up gaining all the weight back and sometimes even more than they started with. And in my case, it was going from 63 kilos down to 53 and then up to 73 kilos, from where I fluctuated 5 or 7 kilos up and down for the next 20 years. Only once I have stopped dieting, I have settled on 65 kilos without any dieting, restrictions or rules. If the chances of crashing a car driving blindfolded were 95%, would we get in a car and drive blindfolded anyway? Probably not. Yet we do this without dieting. Unfortunately, all we see on the media that in order to get in shape, we need to go on a diet. They tell us to restrict our calories, to cut out macronutrients like proteins, carbohydrates or fats, or to buy shakes or supplements to help us lose weight. Or the worst case scenario, we believe that we need to have surgery because we just have no willpower to stop overeating. We don't often see advertisements promoting going back to basics and eating a healthy, nutritious, balanced diet. And this is because then the weight loss industry wouldn't make any money. Other than the information that we receive from the media, the reason why we choose to diet is also because we want instant gratification. It may have taken us 5 or 10 years to gain a large amount of weight, yet we want to and expect to lose all of it in a couple of weeks. And when we can't see the results fast enough, we either give up or we go back to our old ways because of our all or nothing attitude. So we end up losing and gaining weight for years to come, only to be constantly unsatisfied and out of shape. And this cycle repeats itself over and over again. But what if instead of following a diet or all the restrictions, we would just choose to add more nutrients to our diet? And what if instead of eating fast food and ordering takeout, we would just cook and eat delicious meals at home? Dieting has never worked long term. It is hard and painful, and it can affect us mentally, physically and emotionally. The restrictions make us want to eat more food, make us think and obsess about the food, and make us feel hungry and deprived all the time. Not only that, it will put us in survival mode, which will slow our metabolism, mess up our cravings and urges, and reduce our energy. So in order to get in shape, all we have to do is go back to basics, add more nutrients, and stop dieting and restrictions once and for all. Now let's talk about step number 2 that has helped me stop overeating and binging, which was changing my habits by choice. When we try to change our habits because we have to in order to lose weight, this keeps us in survival mode, which makes the change more challenging and painful. However, if we choose to make healthier food choices because we really want to nourish ourselves and nurture our body, the change is effortless. In order to change our habits, we are going to have to take different action because we want to, not because we have to. So if our binging would normally be followed by dieting and our dieting would normally be followed by binging, this time we're going to have to do something different in order to break this never-ending cycle. And we can do this by being more mindful and nourish ourselves every time we overeat. By being more kind, loving and understanding instead of punishing ourselves because we ate too much by restriction or over-exercising. Only when we respond differently to overeating, we will get a different result. The more we practice not restricting ourselves after a binge, the easier it gets. And this happens because our brain forms new neural pathways that make these new habits effortless. Just like when we walk across a grassy field several times, We form a path without any resistance, and we choose that path automatically without giving our choice a second thought. If we want to change our ways, we are going to have to take a new path, which might come with a bit of resistance at the start, but by repetition, the new path forms automatically. And just like the old path on a grassy field that we no longer use, our old habits will be gone for good when they are replaced with new ones. And that is exactly what we teach our clients in our online mindset and body coaching program. We help them form new neural pathways that will help them create new habits without restrictions, rules, or force. And if this is something that you might be interested in learning about, I have created another training video with a link just below this one where I talk about more strategies on how to overcome emotional and binge eating. You will also be able to schedule a free strategy call with me where we can talk about your specific situation and the challenges that you are facing and to see if I can help you break through them. And that's us for today's training video. If you liked it, you can click on the like button or share with a friend who you think that might benefit. Alternatively, you can also subscribe to my channel for weekly training videos on how to have freedom from food and balance forever. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more training videos on how to overcome emotional eating and achieve balance forever.